Hello my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark, Zero to Hero, in our quest to survive in a frozen, post-apocalyptic world. My name is Sprocket, and we are here at the Quonset garage in the coastal highway. After bringing quite a lot of gear here, I have taken a little bit of time off of camera here just to dump all of our gear out. I haven't even inventoried what we have here. I just kind of spilled it all out just to get it out of our inventory and get us lightweight. Got some food over here, miscellaneous gear. Of course, we got the 52 pieces of coal. I've actually dipped into the coal a little bit because while I was organizing all this gear, I did cook up some of our bear meat that is outside. I also made a little bit of water, not a whole lot, just enough to keep us going. Unfortunately, I started to develop cabin fever through all of this. Looks like we have spent a lot of time indoors lately, so although I would like to craft the bearskin bed, we do have the bear hides here, and we do have a cougar hide. It would be nice to craft some of the cougar items. I don't think I can spend much time indoors. I really need to get out, get some time outside of the buildings to get rid of our cabin fever risk. And so that brings us to our plan for today. I think we're going to venture out across the frozen water there. Just in front of the garage here, there is an island off in the distance where there's a bear that has killed us previously. And I think it's time to exact some revenge. We could get that bear hide curing. It's going to allow us to get outdoors. But mostly we're going to make our way towards Desolation Point, where we are going to use this heavy hammer and the cougar claw in order to craft the legendary cougar knife. We can also do some looting while we're down there at Desolation Point. And it sounds like an adventure to me. I'm really excited for this. Now, I think as we head that way, we're gonna come across lots of loot, possibly even some more guns. So I did take the liberty of dropping our beautiful rifle right here. Let's see if we can put a revolver next to it, if there's room. Can we kind of hang it off the edge there? Okay. So we've got our curator's rifle. Man, that is a beautiful, beautiful gun. And the revolver. I'm also going to drop our bullets, and this is mostly just to try to get lightweight. We do have our bows, and we also have the distress pistol if we really need it. But like I said, I think we are going to come across more firearms in our adventures, and so it's nice to have the carrying capacity to bring all that loot back with us. I pretty much am ready to go now. I might just grab a little bit of food before we head out. I'll take a quick look around just so you can see what we have. Got the woodworking tools, the jerry can, some bullets, and our tools and things. Inside the drawer, we have some arrowheads, our filters. I don't want to forget these are here. These canister filters. We are going to have to take those when we go into the far territories. We also have 10 additional flare shells here. So anyway, pretty good setup. We also have quite a bit of items in the closet. Well, I've actually cleaned it out mostly. So it's just a few clothing items and the bedroll. So most of it I think is laid out, as you can see. I'm going to go outside and get some meat before we head out. Okay, let's get out a gun just in case. And we've got some bear meat, so we're going to eat up. If we head over to Misanthrope Island, there's probably going to be some water in the toilet over there. So I only have 1 liter of water. You know what? I'm going to get a drink. Let's drink up before we go. I didn't realize how thirsty we are. We get nice and saturated. Is that the right word? Satiated, nice and satiated with water there. Then we'll head out. I'm gonna get down low. Okay, let's use a torch just in case. How heavy are we? If we pick this up,
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
I might actually take this to Misanthrope Island. I understand that the trader does like his car batteries. So if we're not particularly heavy, I might take it. Okay, I can hear the wolves out. I probably should light this. I'm kind of worried that I don't have very many torches in my inventory at the moment. Let's take a look. I might just have this one. Is it? Yeah, I just have one torch. So I am either going to have to make more torches or just simply avoid the wolves. It's a shame this house is burned down. I was actually looking forward to looting it. That is usually here. There's another house around the corner. I don't know, is that house usually burned down? Now I'm second guessing myself. We do have this house. Okay, so this is where the wolves are. I gotta be careful. Oh, we do have two houses here. Let's drop this battery out here. I think I will do a little bit of looting before we head over to Misanthrope. We'll kind of make our way over there, I guess. Okay, we can put our torch away. The lighting looks great right now in here. Now that we have made our home at the Quonset garage, I could also begin taking some of these items, like the this picture of the Vriken. Do we need more lighting? I might take that. Okay.
There's got to be something useful in here.
Got some soda. Yeah, I might grab some of these items. Ooh, a cup of coffee on the table. Got some firewood. I will leave that, I think. Got some leather, gloves, accelerant. Yeah, I'll take it. You know, I really do like these lamps in particular. I prefer those to the other one that I just took. Okay, did I miss anything in here? We checked under there. We checked over here. Let's head into the bedroom first. See what we can find. We'll start with the bathroom. We'll take the water. Nothing in the bathtub today. No first aid kit.
Could end up being useful.
Okay, I'll take it. I may as well just grab everything. We'll take it across the road to the Quonset garage. Okay, we've got a worn wool shirt. You can say that 3 times fast. Picture of a deer. I've got to be picky about which artwork I take. I do want this lamp, I think. Let's check under the bed. Okay, so I was thinking, if we do kill this bear, that
someone's stash.
If we do kill this bear that is across the island there, across the water of the island, I think we need to make him into a rug. That is my plan. If we can kill that bear, we're going to make ourselves a bearskin rug for our home.
I could make something with this.
And I was thinking it'd be kind of nice anytime we want to open a bottle, if we have like a glass bottle of a beverage, we can just crack that open on his teeth and think about the good old days.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
So you can see how quickly we're getting heavy just with even looting this little house here. So I'm glad we dropped our gun. We'll take the cooking skillet. I kind of like this picture here of the deer. I think that is going to find a new home at the Quonset garage. We also need to give the bear a name. Like first, I guess we got to kill it first.
Thank goodness.
Then we got to come up with a name. Something that rhymes with a rug, maybe. Because he's going to be our rug or furniture. Okay, I think we've gotten everything in here. Believe so. Okay, do we want the wood? You know, I do have the woodworking tools now.
I think I can use this.
So I think we might need to take that cedar with us. Just so we have some material to use the woodworking tools. Okay, let's get out our gun. I'm going to get down low. Any sign of the wolves today? Let's move this battery a little closer to the... I guess to the road, so I can see it better.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Is that a deer? I think I see a deer ahead of us. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. That deer's going to kind of be a protection for us. This is actually pretty nice. I don't see any wolves nearby immediately. Now, did I find the secret note about this? I think there can be a hidden stash at this boat, but I don't see it. All right, let's check out this this house. It's nice to know we have all the...
I wonder who owns this stuff.
It's nice to know we have all the cloth here if we need it. Take the windbreaker. Kind of a cool picture. Basement is locked.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Makes me wonder what they keep down there in the basement. It's all the good loot. Hello there. We got some dog food hiding under the couch. Got another lamp.
Feels like a lot of gear.
Yeah, we've got a lot of gear. There's another Riken. Let's start in the bathroom. I'm going to leave the water, I guess. Take the bandage.
This stuff will come in handy.
Anything in the fridge today? Yes. Got some peaches. Some rancid raw meat. It's another tongue twister. Didn't say that 3 times fast. That was not quite as hard. Okay, recycled can. I think I will leave it.
Where's the good stuff?
Right here. We got the good stuff. Grape soda. I had a friend growing up that would mix grape soda with milk. Made kind of like a milkshake, like a grape milkshake. I thought it sounded so gross until I actually tried it, and it was actually pretty good. I was impressed. You can also do the same thing with the orange soda. It actually tastes like creamsicle. If you do orange soda and milk, it tastes like a creamsicle. Okay, anything else? Oh, what do we have here? Squished can. Well, I do have a magic wand. We can actually tidy up, make everything disappear. Junk is cleared away. Alright, let's see what's upstairs. Ooh, okay, I've got to take this. That is a picture of the lighthouse at Desolation Point, which is actually where we are heading. It's one of my favorite locations. It's especially during an aurora.
I could use this.
What is that? Down vest. Anything over here under the bed? How about the crates? Nothing in the crates. Okay. Oh, we got a dead body. Thought I could smell something musty up here. It's nice that the temperature doesn't get too low.
Never would have thought to look here.
Temperature doesn't get low enough for the decay to start to happen, but definitely tell something is off. I don't want to be too gruesome, but I did study. Part of my studies at university, I did study crime scenes.
Could end up being useful.
Extensively, actually. I didn't end up going into that field particularly, but I did see some pretty gruesome stuff. And I don't know, it was so dark. I have a great appreciation for people who can handle those kinds of things on a daily basis. But we studied every kind of crime scene you can imagine, and investigative techniques and things like that. And yeah, it was hard to shake that stuff off, you know. So respect to people who've done the dirty jobs of the world and have to take that stuff home with them. Okay, sorry for kind of a dark note there, but that is, you know, I mean, that's a part of society that is hidden, really. It exists, absolutely. And it is pretty much hidden from view on purpose to try to, you know, help people have a happy and fun, enjoyable life. But there are people who have to take the brunt of that. All right, let's go outside. I think I'm just going to walk across the street, although we are kind of heavy, but it's probably better than using the sled. Anyway, let's try it.
I need to drop something.
I should have gotten out the gun. Okay, I'm just gonna waltz across the road. I think I see the wolves off in the distance, so we're probably gonna be okay. I'm gonna walk across the road. We'll drop off all this gear from these two houses, and then make our way to the Misanthrope Island. What is this, actually? Oh, it's all snowed in. Okay, hopefully I don't surprise a wolf right here. Oh, and I did. Alright, let's just switch to a torch. Don't really feel like wasting a distress pistol flare on this guy. Too heavy to run. Okay, I'm not going to take the time to sort all this stuff. I think I'm just going to drop it. I'm going to drop it and go. I can do some decorating later on. Let's drop all of this.
Too heavy.
Nice. We can unpack that later. You know, I'm going to put the... Do I want to put the torch away? I probably actually need to get some more torches. Yeah, I'm gonna start a fire because I do need to pull some torches. We'll use some sticks. I grabbed a bunch of sticks as we were walking around there. I'm just gonna stay long enough to get a couple torches and drop what we just picked up.
All right.
Okay, let's put the skillet here. We're going to leave the skillet behind. I may as well put some water in there. I'll do a liter of water. That should be good. Okay, I may need to add a little bit more fuel, but for now that is okay. I do want to drop the cedar wood we picked up. It's mostly going to be for crafting though, so I want to put that over here. We're going to be using our woodworking tools for that. Let's put the clothing. We picked up a few items we can just leave in the locker here. Got an extra bandage. We got a ton of clothing. And the wool socks. We did pick up a little bit of food. I'm not going to put that inside the locker because that could disappear. Did I pick up anything else we need to drop? It's kind of hard to remember everything. And we got some cloth and stump remover. Okay, let's drop the food we picked up right here. Just going to put it on the ground for now. Oh, wow. That's... Okay, now I understand why the wolf was coming at me. It's because I was carrying some raw meat, of course. No wonder. He probably would have ignored... No. I don't want to open that. Let's drop it. He probably would have left me alone if I didn't have the raw meat. I forgot about that. Okay, that is looking pretty good. How long is that going to take to cook? 40 minutes? Let's see here. I'll put one more stick on it and then we'll be good. We can go. Ooh, that's still not going to be enough, is it? If I go outside, it actually should be. Anyway, I think I'm carrying a lot of water too. Let me just check. Yeah, let's drop a liter. Okay, that may or may not be enough. You know, I'm just going to pass time. Let's grab that. If you leave things cooking on a pot or a skillet and if it burns off, you actually end up damaging it. All right, let's get our gun out. Oh, you know what? Should I light a torch? Let's just do that. May as well fill up. Okay. We should be good just to grab that battery and head across the road. Not sure where that wolf went.
Something's gotta go.
Okay, let's head across the ice. Got pretty good visibility. Not the best, but definitely it's gonna do. There's the deer. And somewhere out here, there could be a bear. I feel like I've learned so much since this bear killed me. I kind of naively jumped right into Interloper. By the way, I'm going to put this out. Let's just let it go out. When I came back to playing The Long Dark after over a year of not playing, I jumped right into Interloper. And it's actually kind of a miracle I survived as long as I did, I think. But I was making mistakes left and right, and some of them, well, one of them in particular got me killed. It was this bear right here. But tell you what, guys, I think I am ready to start Interloper again. I've been playing this stalker run to try to get back into the swing of things. By the way, the bear is out. There he is, right by his den. This might be a great opportunity to get some revenge. I'm going to pop in here really quick and see what is here. Got a whetstone. I do need to remember to do some mapping.
That'll come in handy.
I'm going to leave the newspaper. Okay, is that everything? We are good. Let's use our spray paint here. Oh no. Got a storm coming up. So we've added that to the map. That storm could be a problem. But I think we're going to go... We're going to go into the bear's den, get a fire in a protected area, and then try to get his attention. He's probably going to run off, unless we use the distress pistol. We could use the arrows, but I think it's going to take multiple hits. Don't want him to get too far. Did it work? Yep, he is going for it. Okay, that's going to buy us just a moment's worth of time to get a fire started. He's probably going to lose interest in us, or he probably hasn't even seen us yet. So I've got to kind of hurry, and then I'll have to throw another rock, I think. Probably going to have to use some coal here. Ooh, I didn't even look how much coal I have. I hope I have at least 2 or 3 pieces, which is what I usually try to keep. Okay, does he see us? Nice. He sees us. Oh, I thought I heard something there. Come on, bear. How close can we get him? Oh, I gotta make sure I have the right arrows. That would be bad. Let's go for a headshot right here. Got a headshot. And as I expected, he's run off. We're just gonna wait. You can see, oop, there he goes. Okay, I can see him running off. If I can keep a visual on him, that is gonna help a lot. Let's just see where he goes. There's a good chance he might turn around and come back. It's kind of hard to see, but I think he just scared off the wolves. Kind of like a bowling ball running into some bowling pins. They all just scattered. It's so hard for me to see, but he may be turning around and coming back. I'm gonna wait. Let's wait and see if he comes home. We'll do half a liter. Gotta make sure this fire does not go out, because this is my protection. He is coming back. I'm pretty sure. Got 58 minutes on the fire. Is there any other loot back here? No loot, just bones. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's coming back, guys.
I think I can use this.
Field dressing your kill. It's not going to be particularly useful. What we could do is map. I'm going to try it. Let's see if I can map. It is going to pass a little bit of time. Nice, we got the whole island. He is coming back. Okay, the water is done. Do we want to cook anything? We could cook a cup of coffee, maybe? I have a feeling we're going to find more. What is my inventory like right now? So we already have 2 cups. We got a cup of tea. Don't have any rose hips. Could cook some porridge. May as well. Slowly coming. Either he died or he's just really slow. 18 minutes left. I think he may have died. I don't know, my vision isn't that great. I'm going to... Wait, where's my... There it is. Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting. When we use the bow, I've got to actually manually select it. So otherwise it's going to use a higher quality bow. Ooh, the arrow broke. And I don't see any blood. I think he died, guys. Okay, I need to get my pot. I think we're going to have to go to the fishing hut to finish him off. Okay, it's nice. The wind has died down.
I would drink almost anything about now.
I'm pretty sure he's dead. Just looks like a big lump on the ice. The wolves have returned, though. They're not far away from his body. It's going to be a challenge, especially out in the open. The wind, if it picks up, it's going to blow out a fire. And we probably need that fire to protect ourselves from these wolves. Some feathers. Okay, this is going to be tricky. I don't have enough fuel to keep a fire going here. I'm gonna just hope those wolves don't see me. Let's get a drink. Okay, quartering the bear. It's going to take 2 hours any way you look at it. A little risky doing this with those wolves so close. Okay, the wolves have left us alone. That is nice. Let's get the feathers, if there are any. Okay, I'm going to deploy our sled here. Let's see, where are you, sled? There it is. Let's deploy. Gonna keep an eye on these wolves. I probably should have gone a little bit closer. You know, I'm going to back up. Now, I've got to have stuff in it to back it up. Okay, let's do this.
All this gear is slowing me down.
Okay, those wolves are going to come at me if they have a chance. Okay, we should be good now. Let's put the hide in here. Okay, just trying to make sure the wolves aren't coming. They can smell me, I know it. Last one. Oh no. Okay, we can't get that last one in there. I'm gonna be sneaky.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
I'm gonna be sneaky and just try to move it away from them. Okay, let's get out of here. They are getting closer, I think. Okay, well, that was a successful hunt. We've got ourselves a bear hide. We can make ourselves a nice rug. We're going to use the safety of the fishing cut here, I think, to harvest the meat. Good visibility. I like this. That is our destination over there, guys. Right where the kind of where the mountain comes down to the very bottom to the ice. That's about where we're going.
It's starting to weigh me down.
Yeah, this is heavy. Okay. What should I do with the guts? I might, you know, I'll take them for now. We're gonna put them inside right here, I think, in the corner. And then we can pick up this. Let's get inside. Oh, this is great. This is going to help us get rid of our cabin fever. Sun is going down, though. It's going to be late. By the time we're done here, we're going to be exhausted. But we can go to Misanthrope Island, get some sleep, do some looting. I may even take some of this meat with us. It'd be kind of nice to have some fresh meat up there at the Misanthrope. I need to be careful of the wolves as I do that. Okay, we're down to our last bag of bear meat. Let's get this harvested and then we can get out of here, get some sleep. You can see we're already pretty exhausted. It's practically midnight. Moon is all the way up. Those wolves are lingering a little too close.
Right now.
They are off in the distance. A little hard to see with the lighting, but anyway, let's get our sled deployed here. Invalid location. I need to be a little bit farther away, I think. Let's try that. Okay, I do want to take a little bit of meat, and you know what? I should take these guts. Okay. Let's put the bear hide in there also. We'll take a bunch of meat.
Feels like a lot of gear.
Okay. This is pretty risky. Leave the fat here. Okay, that seems like a good amount. I'm gonna grab a little more. Okay. Yeah, they keep getting closer every time I do that. Let's get our gun out for safety. Let's make sure I have everything. Yes, I do. Okay, we're gonna go. I don't think there are any wolves at Misanthrope Island because that bear kind of owns the place and scares them away. So we should be safe. Okay, you know, I've got to kind of head over this way. Got to get a shallow approach up to the top of the island. I can drag this sled up. Maybe the moon will come out. It'd be nice to get a little bit extra light. Oh, and as I say that, it looks like the moon's coming out. Perfect. That is exactly what we needed. I wouldn't even mind an aurora at this point, because I think we're safe with that bear gone. I just hope we can get a shallow enough... Hope we can get a shallow enough approach up this that the sled doesn't complain. Pepe. He's a little finicky sometimes. A little bit picky. I think this should be okay. One other thing, guys. I do want to keep an eye out for some saplings. In fact, I might even... let's drop him. How do I drop him? There we go. There can be some saplings over here. I'm going to take a quick peek just to see. Because we're heading up to the house. It'd be nice to get some of these curing. Plus, you know what? We're enjoying some of the moonlight here. Okay, do we see any saplings? Don't see any.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Alright, let's make our way back inside. I'll continue to keep my eye out just in case, but it is a little bit dark. It's kind of hard to see. Hope you guys can see alright. It's nice the moon came out. The weather is cooperating nicely. I'm actually pretty impressed that we are not freezing cold. Okay, now I can see that we are getting hungry. I'm going to eat this bowl of porridge that we cooked for ourselves earlier. Just to make sure we're not getting close to starvation. You know, I should keep that out just for safety. It's not likely that we will encounter anything on our way up the hill, but it's a good habit to get into. Getting the gun ready. Okay, so I don't want to spend too much time here. We will just sleep for the night. And, oh, you know, I probably will loot. I'm going to loot the building. And then in the morning, we're going to head out for Desolation Point. We'll go through the Crumbling Highway. We've got the basement house we can search along the way. If we can make it past the wolves there. Those wolves have ended me many a time. Most recently, well, I won't say too much about it, but I made some poor decisions Crumbling Highway and paid dearly for it. Okay, here we go. Misanthrope Homestead. Can drop this here. Let me walk around the building just to make sure there aren't saplings. I'd really like to bring those inside and get those curing. Okay, somewhere down here, is that it right there? We've got the, that is the dock where the trader, he'll get on the radio and ask us to do some trades. I believe that is where we need to go to drop off the goods. Be kind of fun to try that out. I've never actually used the trader before. Okay, let's unload this meat wagon. Let's just move all.
This gear is slowing me down.
I can use our quick key to drop it all. Oop, you know what? I do want the guts. Dang it. I should have been more picky about how I did that. More careful, because now I got to pick it all up again. I've got to drop the meat separately and the guts separately so they don't mix. Okay, let's do this right. Okay. Pick up the sled. Is that everything? Okay, we're going to go inside. Okay, it's a little too dark to see. Let's get out our Sparky. We're going to drop the guts right here. And then we're going to put the bear hide down. Okay, nice. Let's climb up stairs. You know what? I'm going to raid the chicken. Raid the chicken. Raid the kitchen. Maybe we'll find some chicken. But I am hungry. I wonder if we'll find like some raw meat or some cooked meat. Maybe in the freezer. Nope. Okay. If we have some canned goods, I would prefer to eat those. So if we have some more oatmeal, I can see. Perfect. Yes, I do want some peaches.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I think I see some tomato soup as well. So we're going to eat these. In the morning, we could potentially cook some of this bear meat. You know, I will take it just to kind of get it out of the storage area here. Okay, let's grab the tomato soup.
Think about his food.
Okay, I believe that is everything. Let's check the cabinet over here. Okay, let's head up to bed. We'll eat some of this canned good food for our dinner. In the morning, we'll finish looting the house. Drop some of our gear that we don't need. That's a pretty painting right there. Okay, let's put out our lantern. Okay, you know what? I am going to drop right here. I'm going to drop our hatchet and our knife, which I need to exit that mode. Okay, we're going to drop our hatchet and knife so I don't use it to smash open our cans and put unnecessary usage on them. This will give us some hydration as well. Okay, do I want to eat? Let's eat some chips. That's good. That should get us through the night pretty well. Get a drink. Okay, I'm going to pick up these items. Can I? Oh man, there it is. So dark. Okay, let's get some sleep. I'm only going to sleep for maybe 8 hours because it's so late already. Let's just sleep for 8 hours. I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, good morning. Oh my gosh, we have survived 87 days. I can't even believe that. We are so close to 100 days. It feels so good. It feels like we are killing it. We're just doing so good at surviving. Alright, we'll do a little bit of looting this morning. See what Misanthrope Island has for us. I'm hoping Mr. and Mrs. Misanthrope were preppers. You think they would be out here on an island? Or maybe they migrate south when the winter comes.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Work pants. I will take them. We'll end up dropping them. They're heavy. Pretty rugged though. I like the way they look. We'll take the toilet water. We'll end up dropping a lot of this probably in the kitchen area.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Okay, looking good. Bedroom is clear. Ooh, I think I still need that. It's so dark without the lantern. I kind of hate to use the fuel, but I think it really does help to see what we're missing. Potentially missing. Okay, let's make our way downstairs. That is a big painting right there.
What have we here?
Boy, that bear skin's gonna look so nice when we make it into a rug. Okay, I think that is everything. We've already searched the entire kitchen. Question now is, where do we want to make our gear stash? I'm thinking the refrigerator. It's typically where I put loot. So we're going to put a mark here. Materials. Okay. We can leave a lot of this behind. We don't need the accelerant. We're going to leave some of the antibiotics here. We don't need field dressing or kill. I'll probably take... I'll keep a book just for fire starting. What else do we pick up? Clothing? We did pick up some extra clothing. That's right. So we got the gloves. We got those pants that were heavy. Looks like that is it. Got some food we can drop here in a minute. Oh, the car battery. Yeah, let's leave that. I can't believe I was still hauling that around. Okay, I do want to harvest up this broken arrow in a minute, if I remember. What else? I can leave one of the spray cans here. It's good we got some extra oil. Okay, I'm glad about that. I think that's it, guys. I think we are good to go. Let's get a drink. I'll drop some water here. You know, I'm going to drink a soda. Let's get some orange. Vitamin C. I really don't think orange soda has any vitamin C in it. I'd be surprised. We'll eat some potato chips. Let's leave the oats here. And I think we're good to go. We'll leave that on the table. We'll leave the hide and the guts curing. Okay, it's about time we started making some notes about the coastal highway here. Coastal Highway, Misanthrope, and how do I spell that? You know what, I'm going to look. I don't even know. Hold on. Let's take a look at our map. Does it say on the map? Oh well, I'm just going to guess. You guys can laugh at me. How do you spell Misanthrope? Is it M-I-S-M-I-S-A-N-T-H-R-O-P-E, Misanthrope Island. Oh, we got to say it's Coastal Highway first, right? Okay, Coastal Highway, Misanthrope Island. Okay, we have 1 bear hide, 10 guts, miscellaneous loot. I think that's good enough. Okay, and with that, I think we're ready to go. Let's see what the day looks like. Ooh, a little bit chilly. Let's get a gun out. I think I have seen rabbits here before in this area. I think there also can be a dead body. There's some rabbits right down there. There may or may not be a dead body over there. I don't think I'll mess with it right now. I've got Jackrabbit Island over there. Alright, let's go. We can head out. What is that? Is that a deer? Got a deer right there. Okay, I think I will drop some of these sticks. Okay, we're going to cut across the ice. We're going to head over to these buildings over here. Keep our eye out just in case there's wolves. But I do feel a lot safer with that bear gone. Grab the sticks along the way. Okay, we're going to make our way to these buildings here. Hopefully they're not burned down. I can see at least one house that is standing, possibly more. And we've got the wind right in our face. Okay, I can see a little dot moving around over there. I hope that is a deer, but it could be a wolf. Kind of hard to tell from here. It's pretty big, so I think it's actually a deer. Well, you know what? There's a boat right here. Oh, and there's a sapling. Okay, that's what I was hoping to find. Let's check this boat. We can replenish the rock that we threw at the bear to get his attention. I think the thing I thought was a deer is actually a rock, as I'm getting closer now. Also, as I harvest that sapling, it reminded me, I think we can potentially use an uncured sapling to get a special kind of bow crafted. If we get it, I think we need a recipe though from the trader. That's what I think you guys said. Okay, waterfront cottages. I wouldn't mind owning one of these. Not during the apocalypse. I'm going to see if it will let me map. Yes. That's great. All right, let's head inside. Probably need our lantern for this as well. Tell you what, I'm going to loot what I can without the lantern. And then we can just do a quick search everywhere else. I think that's going to help save on fuel. Let's search all the containers. Got some more oats. Something on the table there. Got a candy bar. Once again, I am glad we dropped our guns. It's going to help us with our carrying capacity. And I still have hope that we're going to find another rifle or gun, particularly in the next region, in Desolation Point.
There's got to be something useful in here.
Ooh, nice. Got some more coffee. Desolation Point seems pretty rugged. I think there would be a gun in that territory. Might even be one here. Nice. Did I miss something in there? No. Okay. There might be a gun here. Kind of by the fresh river, maybe. There's like a little secretive cottage over there. Wonder if we might find a gun in there. Okay, another thing I'm looking for are pots and pans.
Excellent.
Had a little soda hiding in the back down there. Okay, we've searched all those. We searched the cabinet. Searched the fridge. Let's head upstairs. Boy, it's so dark up here. Alright, let's check the bedroom.
This stuff will come in handy.
Ooh, hockey jersey. You know, I would like to make the hockey jersey. There's like a wall hanging you can make with a hockey jersey. I think that would be nice. I do love that picture of the wolves. I think we already have it though. I think I already hung one up inside the Quonset. I do like that picture as well. It's at Mystery Lake, I think. Camp office.
Could end up being useful.
Ooh. Got an emergency stim. Okay, we are heavy now. I believe we've searched everything, so I'm going to light our lantern and we'll have a look around. Check under the bed. Already checked that. Just makes me feel better if I have the light, then I know I haven't missed anything. Okay, I think we got everything. Okay, let's put out our light. I think we're going to go to the next house. Let's get our gun out. Whoa. Okay. I'm pretty sure there is another house here. I just can't see it in the blizzard. Man, I can't see anything. I'm gonna get lost. Oh, my mouse is doing weird things. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Check over here. I think there is another cabin. Is it this one? It's just burned down? Oh, there it is. That little one. Okay, let's have a look around. We may have to pass the storm in here. That storm is really bad. Much smaller house, I think, than the last one.
Too much stuff to carry.
Thin wool sweater. Alright, let's check the kitchen area. Got some more garbage. We should tidy up, shouldn't we? There we go.
I better take this food.
Yeah, we'll take the maple syrup. Got some more coffee.
This'll come in handy.
Even more coffee. Can always use coffee. A little bit of calories. A little bit of energy. I already checked that. Okay, so we got a tin can. Okay, well, I'm thinking about it. I do want to harvest that arrow that I saw that was broken. Okay. How is our clothing doing also? Oh, you know, I'm not going to look right now. We've got so much clothing in our inventory. It's going to kind of confuse things, I think. Okay, we're going to probably use this fridge as our storage again.
I can always use more food.
Moldy lake whitefish. Let's put some of our items in here already. We've got these clothing items. And is that everything? Okay, that's it for clothing. Can put the antibiotics in there. It's nice we found another stem. It's really good. Did I find anything else? I think that's it. Okay, let's keep searching. I do want to put a spray on here though. Materials. Okay, I do need to remember, you know, I'm going to do this. Let's drop this fish right here. Because I will
I'm
forget.
not sure I can carry much more.
I will forget that I have him, and then I'm going to attract wolves. And then it gets awkward. They show up and they're like, "Hey, you're smelly. We want to eat you." And I'm like, "No, thank you." Just gets kind of awkward.
That'll come in handy.
Ooh, more clothing items. Take the water. Probably put it in the fridge. Every time I see these showers, I think I would, if it was me, I'd probably stop and just at least take a little sponge bath or something.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Wash my hair, wash my face. Get the pits all cleaned, you know. Nice and fresh smelling. I imagine in the bathrooms here they also have like deodorant and fancy smelling stuff. I had kind of a cool experience a little while ago. So I was just thinking about this, the smells of like
Someone's stash.
all the different kind of fragrances that are like in the medicine cabinet in the bathroom. It reminded me growing up, and my father had a particular brand of aftershave, and so iconic. You know, he'd use it every day before work.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
And you know, I forgot about it after years, and he's since gone. But a little while ago, I came across a bottle of that at a garage sale, because it is long out of production. So a very old bottle of this particular aftershave, and the memories just came flooding back when you smell that aftershave. Remember my dad, freshly shaven and wet hair combed and fresh clothing on, you know, looking nice. It's a good memory. My father was a good man, so good memories there. But it's just incredible how smells are so deeply tied to memories. Something that you forgot about for years and years, and you take one little whiff and all those memories come flooding back. Okay, we're going to drop some of these clothing items here. I picked up a bunch of stuff. Okay, we're good on clothing there. Food, I'm going to drop outside of the refrigerator. You guys know the drill. Just go through here. Oh, I do have an extra can. Let's put that in there. Spray can. I don't know what to do about this birch sapling. I think I'm going to put it in the fridge so it does not cure. We'll keep it raw, uncured, green, I guess is a better word for that. We'll keep it green in case we do decide to craft it into the specialty bow. If we ever do get that recipe, that would be really nice. Okay, we need to drop the water and the food that we're going to leave behind. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I can eat that. That's fine. I meant to drop it, but actually double-clicked on it instead. Let's sort by weight. Did I get some cans? Yeah, we're gonna leave the maple syrup here. Let's drink the can of soda. Drink a couple of these. We can drop the potato. What else do we want to leave behind? We can leave some coffee here. It's not particularly heavy, but I don't really need this much coffee. Let's drop a candy bar. I'm pretty sure we're going to find plenty of good food items as we head into the other regions, so there's really no need to have so much food. Can drop the carrot. And wow, we got 9 liters of water. Let's get our fill first, and then we'll drop the rest. By the way, it sounds like we still have the storm going on outside. Okay, 3.5 liters. That's fine. In fact, I may even take a little more just to kind of spread the love as we travel. We'll leave water behind. Okay, I am a little worried about the storm. I think I can still hear it going on. Let's take a look. Yep. Okay, so we can take this opportunity to either read or check our gear or both. Our gear's looking pretty sharp. Pretty good condition. We can read our gun book. So we're getting tired. Let's read another hour. I actually wouldn't mind sleeping in the cave tonight. Okay, I think it ended. I can hear it let up. Ooh, maybe not. Now I can't tell. Let's check. Oh, still bad. Okay, we're gonna leave that there. Alright, let's read one more hour. And then this gun book will be finished. Gun book is finished. Revolver firearm, novice. Level 2. Let's see what that says. So we're currently level 2 and looks like about a third of the way to level 3 already. Says you have a little more shooting experience under your belt. You can pick your targets and you know how to keep your revolver clean enough to fire. Recoil compensation increased by 25%. 2 condition per repair action. Okay. Sounds good to me. Also, sounds like the storm has let up. Let's see if we can find our way out of here. Okay, nice. Weather conditions are not ideal. However, I think we're going to go for it. We're going to try to make our way to the coastal highway. Ooh, you know what? It is awfully late. Dang it! I don't want to sleep indoors though, because we are kind of suffering from the cabin fever. I think I'm going to push on, guys. Especially because that storm just let up. So I think weather conditions should improve. As long as we don't get an aurora. Hopefully we'll be okay. We don't have that far to go. Keep an eye out for predators. But on my very first stalker run, I think it was right here, I got attacked by a wolf during an aurora. Can you believe it? I was traveling, carrying meat during an aurora. I was so naive. Got attacked by an aurora wolf, and my health dropped to, I think it was 0.001% health. Like, I was so close to dying. I can't even believe I survived. I shouldn't have survived, really. Alright, let's check the front. If there's a car battery under the hood, that will
be hungry later.
Be good. Got a scrawled message. Memento with survival hint. You can tell me why he keeps his junk under the stump, under that stump. Just clean it out. Okay, nice. Oh, I know where this is. That is the little cabin, the rustic cabin by the freshwater stream, where there might potentially be a gun that I was just talking about. And now that we've found this note, we can actually find a hidden stash in the tree stump. So that is something to look forward to.
It's starting to weigh me down.
Do have a battery, so we're going to put that right here where we can see it as we exit. We'll push on. Commuter's Lament. I'm lamenting that it is pretty dark. That's one regret I have about traveling right now, is I do wish it was a little bit lighter, just for visibility. Okay, we've made it to the Crumbling Highway, and I probably need to get a torch lit here pretty quick, or pretty soon. There's almost always wolves blocking our way through here. Once we get a little farther. Okay, when I get to the other side of this little crawl space, I'm going to light the torch. Because really, anywhere here, we could run into the wolf. Or multiple wolves. Oh, we can hear my stomach growling. Alright, let's get this lit. There really can be a wolf anywhere around here. I would rather not surprise him. Okay, so there's actually a building we can search up ahead, but I'm actually going to bypass that and go straight to the cave where we can sleep tonight. And that's going to help us to get rid of some of this cabin fever. I can hear something creeping around here. Oh my gosh, my torch is just spat out. I didn't realize it was so low. Okay, I guess we are going to have to go in here. Ooh, but I don't want to. Let's just press on. I want to go to the cave. Just have to be so careful through here. This is pretty dangerous what I'm doing, but I just want to get to that cave. I'm exhausted. I'm probably making poor decisions because I'm so tired. But in my mind, I just want to get to the cave. Oop, I heard the wolf. He got a rabbit. It's actually good for us. Okay, I can hear him up ahead. Where are you, wolf? Oh, there's more than one wolf. Dang it. Okay, this is stupid. Do I have a flare? I do. Okay, that rabbit's probably all gone now. We're gonna take it.
I'd lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
Here is our cave. Back into the cave. Alright, come on, wolves. We good? Okay. So drop the rabbit. There may not be any meat left on him. I'll check that in a minute. But guys, if you made it this far into the video, I just want to say thank you so much for coming along. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please take just a minute, press the like button, leave a comment. Hopefully you're already subscribed so you don't miss out on the adventure. But most importantly, guys, I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.